Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 45 of the Drop It Weight Loss, Wellness, Wisdom podcast. This podcast is tailor-made for all of the fat people out there that don't even know where to start because you've already tried before and you lost weight and then you gained it back. So what are you going to do different this time? Been there. You're not alone. Change is absolutely possible. It's also for the people that are on their weight loss journey right now and just want to make sure that the things that they're doing are sustainable for life and maintain some motivation and some positive tips to keep moving in the right direction. I make this podcast for you too. And it's also made for any of you that have already achieved your weight loss goals. You used to be fat and now you're fit and you feel amazing about your body and your life and all the progress that you've made. And there's real pride in that. And you just want to fill your mind with some positivity to really re-encourage yourself and remind yourself of maintaining all of the habits and the lifestyle changes that you've made over the last couple years. This podcast is made for you too. So wherever you're at on that spectrum, if obesity has played a major role in your life and food has played a negative role in your life and you're just fucking sick of it, or you were sick of it before, you're going to find this shit helpful. If it's your first time on the show, I'm your host, Nick Geoppo, and in 2019, I lost 110 pounds after 6 consecutive years of losing and gaining back over 50 pounds every year on every single fucking diet that you've ever tried or heard of, that I've ever tried or heard of as well. If you take away anything from being a listener to this podcast, it's that let it be that ordinary people are capable of extraordinary things. And that once you put this bullshit behind you, once you drop it, the mentality, the fat mindset, the negative relationship with food, you make space for self-belief, positivity, happiness, joy, and pride. And your whole reality changes. The way you move through the world changes. The way you walk, talk, smile, and act changes. And opportunities just start coming left and right. So people regularly ask, does losing weight make you happy? You're going to have to answer that for yourself. But in my experience, fuck yeah, losing weight made me happy in almost every single way. And you deserve to have that, and you deserve to feel that to be true in yourself as well. This podcast episode is dedicated to my client, Mari. I've been working with Mari for a few months, and she sent a clip in today that we're going to be playing on the podcast so you can hear about her transformation. It's been so awesome, Mari, witnessing the way that your relationship with yourself, your relationship with food, and your confidence has changed so much when it comes to weight loss. Before we play this clip, Mari is someone that has tried every single fucking diet and all the bullshit that you and I have ever tried and paid for in the past where we just didn't see lasting results. So when you listen to this, really pay attention to the way that Mari talks about the sustainability in what she's doing and the relationship with food and the mindset pieces in what she's doing. And you tell me, do you think, based on this statement, knowing that Mari's already tried everything, that Mari is going to keep the weight off this time? I love listening to that because it's so fucking clear that Mari's entire mentality towards weight loss has shifted and her relationship with food has shifted. It's very clear that she's going to keep the weight off because she's actually made the lifestyle changes and changed who she is in her relationship with food in her obese mindset. Mari has cured her obese mindset. She no longer has a fat mind. She has freedom from food. This journey has been easier than she ever thought it could be. Can you imagine saying that and feeling the truth in that? And what that comes from is setting up a system for yourself that doesn't require you to be obsessed versus going on some ultra restrictive diet. That's what Mari and I did together. And if you want to have the same sort of transformation that I had and that Mari just had as well, click the link in the podcast description of this episode and book a call with me. We'll talk through it and see if it's a good fit for the both of us. And if so, we'll do it together. You deserve to have a transformation like that, and change is absolutely possible. If you feel like you've already tried everything, you haven't. Let's get into the topic for today. The topic is white-knuckling weight loss. And what I mean by white-knuckling weight loss is like being really disciplined about weight loss. When people stop drinking alcohol, they talk about white-knuckling sobriety, meaning there's days when you just want to drink, but you've just got to white-knuckle it. You've just got to power through it. You've just got to discipline, motivation, masculine your way through the cravings of the booze, through the addiction, through the cravings of the food, through the wanting to eat, through the not wanting to get out of bed, through all these fucking habits that we know help us that we just don't want to do. And there's this idea, there's this misconception, it's totally wrong. It is totally wrong that for you to lose weight, you have to be some ultra-disciplined person. It's not the truth. In my own journey, those 5 or 6 years where I lost a fuck ton of weight and then gained it back, I was so fucking disciplined. You would have shit yourself if you were around me. I mean, I'm having maybe a cheat meal every other week. There was a full summer where I didn't have a cheat meal. I just ate chicken, rice, and broccoli. I don't know if I swayed from that one time for 2 or 3 months. I mean, fully disciplined, fully dialed in. I'm white-knuckling the fuck out of my journey. If anybody gets in my way, they're fucking gone. I'm here to lose weight, and I'm put on this planet because everything I'm looking for is on the other side of hitting 199 pounds on the scale. Like, that was my mindset, right? I can't feel good now. I'm only going to feel good after I hit my weight loss journey. And I'm getting there by counting all my calories. I'm getting there by MyFitnessPaling every single thing that I eat. I'm getting there by cutting out alcohol permanently, cutting out all sugar because sugar makes you fat. It makes me feel like shit. All these things that I was telling myself. I'm getting there by being in the gym every fucking day. I'm going on long walks and runs. I'm playing basketball. I'm lifting weights every single day. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days a week. I'm never going to miss anything on my schedule one time. And if I do, then, I'm fucking weak. And then it throws me off. Look, you cannot white knuckle weight loss permanently. You can't. You've already tried. That's the craziest part, right? Is here I am telling you the story about what did and didn't work for me. You have already tried and it didn't work. And it's psychotic to think that you're going to do the same thing again and that this time it's going to be different. It isn't. I did the same shit for 6 fucking years in a row. Different flavors of ultra restriction, different flavors of white knuckling, different flavors of fucking Weight Watchers, different flavors of counting points and calories and getting in fucking group calls with people bitching about how many points are on a small fry at McDonald's. What the fuck are you doing? Well, I know what you're doing. The same shit that I was doing too. We can't keep doing the same shit. It doesn't matter how fucking disciplined you are. The people that you follow online that are about this life, that are in the gym all the fucking time and dialed in on their diets, anytime you hear someone talking about dialed in, getting on track, getting off track, stop listening to them. Because the mentality is inherently unsustainable for people that do not live a lifestyle in this way, meaning that it's a primary thing in their life. I'm not passionate about lifting weights. I'm not passionate about healthy eating. I'm not passionate about dieting. I don't want, and I never wanted these things to be a major part of my life and who I am and something that I'm thinking about all the time. They're things that I do so I can live the rest of my life the way that I want. My purpose in life is not to eat healthy food. My purpose in life is to show people that they have more control over their lives than they've ever thought, and that they can get control of their lives, that you can get control of your lives through sustainable weight loss and feeling better about yourself. The reason why I still eat so healthy is not because I'm ultra disciplined and I wake up every day and go, all right, today I got to eat healthy because, I'm just going to white knuckle it and ultra disciplined. No, it's because I know that when I eat better, I feel better. And when I feel better, I show up better on this podcast for you to listen to. And this is what I'm here to do. It's literally my life mission. The food is not the centerpiece of what I'm doing. The gym is not the centerpiece of what I'm doing. And I know it's not the centerpiece of what you want your life to be either. But when you're on your weight loss journey, it becomes the centerpiece of what you're doing. It feels like it's the most important thing. It's not the only thing in life. It's not here to be, it's not why you're here. It's here to make the reason why you're here easier to focus on and to help you better in whatever domain, right? I'm here to be a mother. You feel like a better mother when you have more energy and when you feel more confident in yourself. You know, it's not like this concept that you're going to out-discipline permanent weight loss doesn't make sense unless you're an athlete. It doesn't make sense unless there's a fucking really, really, really strong reason. Most of us I don't have a strong enough reason to be in the gym doing hardo shit 8 days a week and fucking dialing in, counting every calorie to compete for a show. And that's the reality of a lot of the people that you take advice from, that I took advice from on my own journey when I just kept losing it and gaining it back. is that we try to have these perfect plans from the very beginning. Well, that fitness person says, intermittent fasting is the way to do it, and then you count your calories in MyFitnessPal, and then you lift 4 days a week, and then you do cardio on the off days, and then you sleep 7 hours a night, and then you drink the water when you wake up, and you got to get the right electrolytes, and what about my vitamins? And wow. Well, the reality is that right now you're not taking care of yourself. And what you're doing is you're looking at the routine of an athlete, trying to emulate what they do. You're not an athlete, and you don't want to be an athlete. So why are you taking advice from people that are fucking athletes whose life are revolved around this one fucking thing? They're literally revolved around being an athlete. You find someone that has achieved the thing that you want to achieve the way that you want to achieve it, not the way that you don't want to achieve it, because people that are athletes, right? People that are these prime, ultra runners, like I've been there. I've ran ultra marathon distance. I had a 2 or 3 year career. It was my whole life. I was really disciplined. I still am very disciplined. I'm just disciplined in a different domain. I'm focusing on other things. That's not a centerpiece of who I am anymore. And unless that's what you want for yourself, there's not a reason to try to white knuckle shit all the time and try to wake up and be the most fucking disciplined person all of the fucking time. The answer is in balance. It's in balance. It's not in ultra fucking fuck yeah, I gotta lose this, gotta dial my calories every day for a week. You've already tried, guys. You have to find some balance. The way to find balance is to build a system that doesn't require you to fucking think about it. And it doesn't require you to be ultra disciplined all the time. You don't need to be super disciplined to lose weight and keep the weight off. If you want to lose weight really fast, that's going to require a lot of discipline. Me going on the chicken, broccoli, and rice diet for a couple months required a lot of discipline. You counting all your calories and Weight Watchers requires a lot of discipline. The reason why I and you didn't keep the weight off the last time that I and you tried that shit is because we don't want to keep giving the same amount of discipline to that thing for the rest of our lives. The way you lose weight dictates how sustainable your results are. The solution, the way out of the cycle that you've been in of losing weight and gaining it back, being really motivated and then being really unmotivated, being really disciplined and then being really undisciplined, going really hard and then quitting, being all or nothing and then just saying, fuck it, I'll start again whenever. The way out is to find a balance and non-obsession through non-restriction. Let me say that again. The way out is in finding balance through non-obsession and non-restriction. Feel the truth in what I'm saying. Feel my passion for this topic. This actually is the way. The other shit you've heard is bullshit. You've been listening to it for years and we're still in the same position. If you resonate with my story, this is the way out. So how do you have balance? You build a system. This is what I did for myself. This is what I did with Mari. This is what I do with my other clients. You build a system. Think about this. The people that lose weight and keep the weight off are not the ones that look at fucking tubs of ice cream in their freezer and say, I have so much discipline, I'm just not going to eat it. No, they're just the people that don't have the fucking ice cream in the freezer. But it takes discipline to not put the ice cream in the freezer. Yeah, sure. Okay, I guess you're right. Maybe it does. What takes more discipline? Not buying the ice cream at the fucking grocery store or looking at the ice cream every night before bed knowing it's there and deciding not to eat it? Take the path of least resistance. Like, it doesn't need to be so hard. Let's come back to simplicity. Of course, there's some difficulties, but it's just not that big of a deal. Yeah, but when I'm in the grocery store, I want to get the ice cream because I walk by it. Okay, don't go to the grocery store. Get your groceries delivered. Yeah, but when I get my groceries delivered, it's $5. Yeah, but how long does it take you to go to the fucking grocery store? Like think about all the excuses that come up for us to just not do the thing that would make it easier for us. Just do the easiest thing. Do the easiest thing to set yourself up for success. And that's one of the things that I talk about. It's controlling your environment. That's a great place to start when it comes to building your system, getting control over your environment. It will absolutely help you stop thinking about and stop obsessing about and stop how many calories this, how many calories that. Look, if there's food you overeat on, get it out of the fucking house. It's like, if you were to look at an alcoholic, right? Food and alcohol are very different because we need food to live. You don't need alcohol to live. And the solution to alcoholism is to stop drinking. The solution to obesity is not to stop eating because you would die. Alcoholics don't have any fucking balance at all. But if there was a really disciplined alcoholic, they would be going to the bars and gargling with fucking alcohol and then spitting it out. They'd be brushing their teeth with fucking booze and saying, I have so much control, I'm just not going to swallow it. Why would they do that? Why would they fucking do that? Just don't drink the fucking alcohol. Like, don't be in environments where there's booze all over the place. Yes, there are some people that are recovered alcoholics that still go out to bars, but most of them just don't. They just go, fuck it, I'm just not going to be around it. I'm just not going to put myself there when I don't need to, because they've recognized that it doesn't need to be this act of discipline if they can just have a little bit more control over where they're at and what they do with their fucking life. The same thing comes to food. What's the equivalent with food in your life? What's the equivalent with exercise in your life? What is the thing that you can do consistently that you don't fucking hate that's going to help you move in the same direction, that won't require you to be all or nothing or just white knuckle it? You don't have to white knuckle it. Build a system. Start with controlling your environment. Start with figuring out what kind of foods you're going to eat. Set yourself up for success. Remove things that do not fit into the success that you're building for yourself. These are the secrets. You combine this with accountability to do it and specific structure to do it non-obsessively. That's the secret to losing weight and keeping it off, because it changes your defaults. This is the most important thing. The most important concept that you're going to hear in this entire podcast is to change your defaults. You hear shit online all the time. Well, it takes X number of weeks and months and days to build a habit. Look, fuck everything you've ever heard about how many days it takes to build shit. You can snap your fucking fingers and give yourself permission to have the habits right now. I refuse to live by those timelines. I refuse for anyone in my life to be living by these bullshit timelines. What it takes is for you to go be a little bit, you have to be disciplined in the beginning of anything. Just like, think about brushing your teeth when you were a fucking kid. This is a great example to help you understand. Right now, you brush your teeth every morning and night. It's not this dreadful fucking thing that you just, oh my God, I just don't want to brush my teeth tonight. You're going to brush your fucking teeth, God, I hope, right? 99% of you listening are. The 1%, skip ahead a couple minutes because this isn't going to make any sense. You're not going to feel it or relate to it. If you brush your teeth twice a day, listen to the next 2 minutes of this. When you were a fucking kid, you did not come out of the womb brushing your teeth. You didn't even know what a fucking toothbrush was, right? At some point, your parents or whoever the fuck raised you said, here's a toothbrush, here's how you brush your teeth. And they showed you how to do it one time. And then you woke up the next morning and you did not brush your teeth, so they told you to. Then you went to go to bed and you didn't brush your teeth, so they told you how to brush your teeth. And they showed you how to brush your teeth. They didn't just tell you how to do it. They physically showed you. And then for years, for literally years, you would regularly skip brushing your teeth as a kid. You didn't want to do it. Go brush your teeth. But Mom, I don't want to brush. Go brush your teeth. Okay. You go brush it. You do it quicker than you should. You miss that thing. You shouldn't have. Now you got a cavity. Now your mom's pissed off. And you learn. And then over years and years and years, maybe even through high school, maybe even after high school, you still skipped it. But wherever you're at now, you're brushing your teeth twice a day and you don't fucking think about it. It's a non-negotiable. And it's not something that requires you to have discipline. There's no discipline associated with brushing your fucking teeth. It's just what you do. It is a default. Do you see how you have created a default for yourself that you do every single fucking morning and every single night? The key to sustainable weight loss is to change your defaults. Now, you know that it took you as a kid a long time to build that habit of brushing your teeth. It does not take a long time to build the habits of having a healthy mindset and a healthy relationship with food and developing self-belief to stick to consistent routine, because you've already done it before in the example of brushing your teeth, so you logically know, looking back, how to do it. Let's do it faster. Let's snap our fingers and do it right now, starting today, starting right now, right? Like this is the message. This is what I'm here to show. It's like it doesn't need to be this. It's going to take me 6 months to figure out. No, it's fucking not. It's going to take you 6 months to see the results in your body that you want, but it's not going to take you 6 months to make the mental shift. You got to make the mental shift right fucking now. You got to make the mental shift right when we start fucking working together. And that's something that we're going to build on over time. It's not going to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect when it comes to nutrition or exercise or weight loss. It's going to be non-obsessively progressive in the right direction over time. And you're going to feel fucking amazing about it because your habits are changing. Your lifestyle is actually changing. You're not forcing the issue. You're not white-knuckling weight loss. You're not, fuck, I still need to. Fuck, I still need to. God, I really want, but I can't have. God, it's been a week since I've had a cheat meal. All of these things that play with your idea of being on your diet, off your diet, on track, off track, going in the right direction, going in the wrong direction. There is no track. You're just going. We're just going non-obsessively. It doesn't take discipline to brush your fucking teeth, and it does not take ultra discipline to lose weight. It takes discipline to make the investment in yourself and the commitment that you're going to do it. It takes some discipline in the beginning, but with intentionality and with the right structure and with the right system, those things that require discipline stop requiring the same amount of discipline. They just become who the fuck you are. Now you're getting fruit at the fucking grocery store without it being like, God, now I got to go figure out what I'm going to eat. You just know the foods that you eat. You know you like meat, fruit, rice, vegetables, potatoes. You know you've got your meals laid out that you can make in less than 10 minutes of mostly whole, real, natural foods that you actually like that fit into your calorie goal so you don't have to count calories anymore. Whoa, permanent weight loss. My habits have changed. Weight loss requires ultra discipline. Permanent and sustainable weight loss does not. It requires you to build a system for yourself that you can do for the rest of your life. The only way that you will ever white knuckle weight loss, the only way that you will ever ultra discipline permanent weight loss is if you are comfortable with and committed to living in that discipline, in that obsessiveness for the rest of your life. If you are not, the solution is to find a way to build a system and a structure for yourself that allows you to just let it be a little fucking easier and not require you to make so many fucking decisions all the time to change your actual defaults, your relationship with food, your relationship with your own belief, your relationship with the way you look at weight loss, and your mindset. If you rely on being motivated or rely on feeling disciplined to lose weight, recognize that that is inherently unsustainable because a lot of the days you're just not going to feel like it. A lot of the days you're not going to feel like being disciplined. You're going to fall back to your defaults. I'm not here to show you how to be disciplined. I'm here to show you how to change your defaults so that regardless of how you feel, you don't just go and stop prioritizing your health. So that regardless of how you feel, you continue making healthy choices because it's just who you are and it's what you do. And that's the difference. If that's something that you want to do with me and you're sick of the bullshit and you're resonating with and feeling and relating to the things that I'm saying in this episode, click the link to book a call with me and let's see if it makes sense for us to work together. If you made it to the end of this podcast episode, really appreciate your support. The best thing you can do to support this podcast and me as a storyteller and me as a content creator is to leave us a review. So whether you're listening on Spotify or Apple or Podbean or any other podcast platform, please give us an honest review anywhere from 1 to 5 stars. It would really help me and it would just make me feel amazing. You absolutely have what it takes to lose weight. You absolutely have what it takes to keep the weight off forever. Practice saying it again and again and again. The words you speak matter. See you next week.